Uh, these are the conditional statements in Python. So we have seen that we use these conditional statements to make a to create branching or for a decision making. The conditional statements are if else, and if else ladder. So we have seen this. If is used to if condition checks this is called a conditional expression that comes after the if statement that determines whether the if block can be executed or not. If block is used to execute if block will only be executed if condition is true, and that is one way path. And if else is like a you have two choices. If condition is if conditional expression is true, block will be executed, and else block will be executed. And this is like a crossroads if else ladder, where if block, it is like you can actually join multiple if conditions together, and that will have only one else block, where each here instead of if we use else if also will have a condition. Each if and else if block will be checked. If anything is true, that will be executed, and control will come out of if else ladder. Otherwise all if else statements will be executed. If none is executed, finally else block will be executed. So it is better it is better understood by doing some example. Let's see. Let's try to create some program that reflects what we have seen here as a conditional statements. So the example is let's try to write a program that will take age as an input and determines and prints that name. There are 7 stages of like you see 7 stages of human life. So there are different stages. So there's a name here. It is better understood: baby, infant, toddler, okay, preschooler. So we can choose anything. So let's say it is better displayed here. So our goal is to print the name of the stage of the human life, by taking age as an input. So if you enter the input, we need to print you are infant or a toddler, a preschooler, primary school, like that. Okay. So let's write that program. So we need to take first an input. How to approach that? First, we need to take the input. So age equal to int of input. Please enter age. Okay. So let's take the name as well. Okay. Input, enter name, person, okay, or child name. Okay. Now see what now I need to check if if age is below 1 year, infant or baby, right? If age less than 1, print. So we need to is baby. Okay. And I can use format here, right? Because I use the placeholder here to print the name. Okay. And elif age. So age is greater than 1 and less than 3 years. Okay. Age greater than 1 and age less than 3. Okay. You see this one. This is pass. Pass is a statement which is used as a placeholder. Okay. You see this PyCharm is giving me some suggestion. So what is that? simplify chain comparison. So I can simplify that instead of using the and. Now, what I can do, print the toddler format. Okay, and name elif. Okay, and it is more than 3 to 5. Okay, 3. Okay, so what if 3 is given? Okay, we will see the logical errors also. 3, uh, if age is 3 less than age less than 5. Okay, print. So we can give he is a child in a childhood preschooler. Okay, so we can he is in childhood and is a pre. Okay, and give the format. And now elif 5 to 12 is a primary school boy. Let's call it as a boy. Yeah, 5 less than age less than 12. Print is in childhood, or we can is a primary school. Primary school. Yeah. 12 means uh, he would be at around 7th class, 7th standard. Format of the name. Okay. Now elif 13 to 19. 13 age 90. Print is a teenager. And so from uh, 13 to 19 is a teenager. From 19 to let's give uh, where is another stage here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's call this thing from 19 to 30. Let's call 30 adult. Okay. Uh, from 30 to 40. No, we are not. No, we don't want to be accurate here. Our goal is to learn this UFLs with hands-on experience. So let's give elif from 19 to let's give 35. Okay. So adult. Basically, for till 40. Yeah. You can call yourself as an adult, even though you are 60. Not a problem. So let's call this 45 in the middle age. Yeah, 50. 50. Yeah. Middle age. Middle aged. Okay. First. and S, senior citizen. We don't want to, we don't need to check, is it? There are multiple names: later adulthood, senior citizen, old age. Yeah. Uh, so let's call old age first. And okay, now just print thank you for using our service. So this is simple software. Okay. That what it does, it takes the input and checks age and prints that human stage of that human stage of in which stage uh, of the human life that person is. So and this is not part of any if else block, so it will be executed always. Is that clear? Yeah. So now right click and execute this one. And do you see any errors here? No, right? No. All good. So Mike. Okay. Let's give age 11. Mike is a primary schooler person. Okay. Mike is a primary schooler. Thanks for using our service. So and here, let's give this thing. Okay. Okay. Now let's run this thing again. Mike. And let's give here another name. Tom. And give age 0.9. Yeah, what is this? This is logical error. Okay. Okay, invalid literal intuit base 10. Okay. So this is logical error because our software, we have created software to work with the integers only. Okay, you if you want to represent, how do you represent your 3 months 5? Yeah, this is float. Yes, 0.9 is float. So how do you represent if you are at age 1 year 6 months? So that would be 1.5, right? Hmm. We can count, but we haven't created our software to work with uh, the months and days. So in such a case, we can simplify and represent as a float. Okay. So take that as a float here. You see this? These are the logical errors. You can't notice them. But this is, you see, when I use, this is an exception. Sometimes you won't get an exception. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. 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 Yeah. Yeah. And now check Tom and 0.9. Okay. Is a baby. Okay. Now let's do one thing here. And so give age, okay, Diana at 21. Diana is an adult. Yeah. Let's do one thing again. Go give Mary. Yeah, let's give 55. Okay. Chuck 55 is a old age person. Okay, so now give here Smith. Okay, and let's give age 19. Ah, yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. So see, this is a system error. Why do you think quality QA engineers are needed? Do you understand why? Yeah, why testers are needed? Why QA engineers are needed? They are in huge demand because sometimes you won't find error and there are logical errors. Why? Why? Because this is whole uh, this renders whole software useless, right? 19. Let's give this thing. If you see the pattern here, let's give this thing uh, Smith again. Okay, let's give him 3. Okay, let's give Bruce 35. Why? Because I haven't used equal to here. You see? So I will show you this thing how it executes. Okay. So let me go here. We can use breakpoint. I can use debug and I can show you the flow of the program. Okay. So here I'm giving name. Okay. Anna. Age I'm giving 3. Okay. You see the flow here because by using the power of this PyCharm IDE provides different tools integrated in together, that is editor, runtime, and a debugger, such that we can effectively write program, debug, troubleshoot. So I did that instead of run. I did the debug. So I used the breakpoint here so that flow stopped here, while executing. So I can actually force it to step over. So I can see how program is executing in real time. So you see the condition checked. So which is age, check age is less than 1. So which is false, right? So it came to the next if condition. Check this one. If age less than 1 less than age less than 3, is it true or false? It is false. Age is 3. Why? Because here you are checking. Let me show you that in a Python console. Our 3, age equal to 3, age less than 3. Is it true or false? Why? Because age, both are, age is not less than. You see, 2 less than 3 is true. But 3 less than 3 is not true. But 3 less than or equal to is true. Or 3 equal to 3 is true. So in such a case, you can see here that is false. The control will jump back, yeah, to next statement, next if statement, and next if statement. Here also false. Yeah. Do you understand here? And when no if else statement is no if statement is true, the else block will be executed. Then so we are getting that as a whole person. Got it? So how do you fix that one? This is logical error. You don't see any error. So same thing happening at ATMs. Check, imagine there's a case, at someone is actually when someone entered uh, so someone entered, there's a lot of cases, when someone uh, was drawing 10,000 and he got, a lot of uh, cash at the airport. So later, actually, they fixed that error. Okay, so same thing, same kind of logical errors happening at time critical or no real life scenarios. Same thing is happening with the health equipment, right? Healthcare equipment. So imagine. So that is why we need extensive testing, and that is why we need to take care of logical errors. These are logical errors because there is a flaw in the logic, but there is no flaw in the syntax. Okay, so how do you fix this one? Less than or equal to. Okay, yeah, it works. Now check. If I give Diana the toddler, I hope you understand how if else ladder works and how can you write a program uh, with to make a decisions and by using if else constructs and if else ladder. Here the program checks the each condition. If any condition is true, see here it is true, so that the program will Python control leaves the whole if else ladder. Do you understand? Because once this is true, it is not required to execute all of this. Control will jump to the or control comes out of the if else ladder.